Welcome to the recap of Pulp Cthulhu Blackheart Crucible Session 14. As always, let me thank Juice at Master the Game for hosting and playing, his partner in crime, Paul at Awkwardly Nerdy, Bill at RollStats, and the unholy trinity, Jason, Josh, and Isaiah. And, of course, Mike, who reprised his role as Special Agent Ralph Macchio. We pick it up as the players are recovering from their second encounter with Pikaculhu. Bonnie is badly burned. Blake miraculously survives. But Billy Bob has yet to be found. Special Agent Macchio is reunited with his soul. They get a long-range communication out to Boris. Some space pirates arrive. A group calling themselves the Sisters of Karma arrive and give them a lift out of the Underdark. Ethel tries to fly the spacecraft, and that's when they crash into the ocean and fight for their lives. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe to the channel, and there'll be no awkward product placement. Bonnie, it feels like your skin is on fire, and it's beginning to bubble.
Is my skin actually bubbling, or does it just feel like that?
It feels like it's on fire, and it is actually bubbling.
Oh, that's not good.
You guys got some kind of aloe or something? Something to help with burns?
Captain Anderson starts scrambling to grab, like, some kind of medical stuff. We should probably get back to the camp. I've just got a bunch of Band-Aids.
What the hell? I thought you were from space and you'd have some fancy, new age bullshit.
So this is part of a group healing subscription that I have.
Hadn't checked the first aid kit in a while, and, so everybody took the good shit out of it.
Get back on the ship. We got to get you some help.
They're under budget constraints at the moment.
I do have to say, I'm quite surprised that you would have the brand name Band-Aids.
Ethel's going to kind of put Bonnie's arm over her and try and help her over towards where people are being triaged.
You need something for burns.
One of the Driders looks over and is like, "Oh dear, you look seriously hurt," and grab what looks like a 5-gallon bucket and comes walking over and starts slathering this kind of thick white milky paste, and you realize it's Drider milk. And then another one comes over and starts spinning some webs, and they start wrapping you in their webs. Yeah, you're starting to smell like old Drider milk.
It's probably an upgrade from the black ooze smell that was going on last time.
Ralph, you come too. You are in a camp with a bunch of ants and Driders. You see your companions, you see a shuttlecraft, and then you spot an image that looks like almost like an illusion stepping out of the shuttle, and you realize that's your soul.
As I see my soul stepping out of this shuttle, do I have any understanding of what's going on, or why this is happening, or if this is just some kind of fever dream?
Fever dreams feature things like feelings of spatial distortion, falling into darkness, or nightmarish creatures.
Yeah, it could be all of the above.
From, the drugs that the brown stain has been using around me.
Behind me, painstaking barons burningly drug soldiers in huge piles of whale nets. All right, that's the one.
Special Agent Raphael Macchio kind of sits up, shakes his head, and is like, "Well, that's not something you see every day." Ah, shit. Driders. I fucking hate Driders. They do have some good milk, though. The chunkier, the better. The image of my soul, seemed to be doing anything. Or
walks out of the ship and spots you and begins to run towards you.
Special Agent Raphael Macchio kind of gets into his fighting stance just in case. Does it just, kind of leap into me?
Yeah, it runs, and it looks like it's doing like a flying kick and just kind of just merges with you.
Okay.
You feel whole again.
Whew, I got some chills. My rocks got knocked loose a bit. Someone want to catch me up on what's going on and what's up with Bonnie being wrapped up in Drider silk?
Holy shit, Sleeping Beauty's alive. I don't really know turtle anatomy, so I didn't know if you were going to pull through or not. So,
Yeah, last time this happened, I woke up in a tub.
That's an interesting place to wake up.
So I'm not sure the last thing you remember, but there was a large Pikaculhu. If you took like Pikachu, the top part of Pikachu, and then added lots of tentacles.
It made it like 40 foot tall.
Yeah, well, initially it wasn't that tall, but then Billy Bob took some special liberties.
Well, I respectfully decline to answer any questions and invoke my Fifth Amendment privilege to remain silent.
I'm a geologist, kind of checking things out, making sure things are on the up and up.
So what's with the ship and Bonnie getting all wrapped up?
She got burned by the black ooze real bad. Trying to save Billy Bob and Blake, but I don't think they're going to make it.
I'm guessing there's not going to be a tag team rematch.
No, I don't think so.
I don't know. You know, I'm still holding out hope.
Yeah, but that was before the whole overflow thing and the merging of the sewage and the ooze.
Poop, pee, puke, and toilet paper.
They're definitely going to need a bath. That's for sure.
You guys see off a little bit of ways from you, like the ants and everything start parting ways, and like this, like the sea parting, right? And you see Blake shoeless, just dripping with black sludge, walking through, almost looking like just exhausted, like hunched over. And it, like I lift my head and I look up at you guys, and I reach out and I say, water, and I like fall face first on the ground.
I told you it was gonna be fine. I knew it.
One of the driders runs over and hands you a big tankard of drider milk.
I start chugging it as I'm like sitting there, like just leaning back on my hands, and I like you could see the milk running off my chin. I'm just drinking so much of it.
It's the first time I've ever seen that.
I lost my shoes, guys.
Don't worry, they're right here.
Oh.
You don't have. You guys are just losing more clothing.
Like I keep telling you, we got this stuff all over the place back in Texas. We ain't got no giant earwigs back home. I'm telling you, we put this stuff everywhere. It gets rid of your problem. I'm telling you now. You just buy a couple of cases of this, spread it around your little camp here. You're not gonna have any issues with any more of this.
Who the hell? Wait. What?
General Ethel, do you know who this person is?
Turn around and tilt my cowboy hat back just a little bit and look. Oh, hell, Ethel, what are you doing? What are you doing down here? Now, you ain't here to mess up my sales, are you?
What the hell? Did you put on weight?
Maybe a little bit. I mean, look at you.
What the hell do you expect? I'm 83.
I don't remember you walking around in no moo-moo back in the day, night sweats.
Shit, snake oil. I haven't been perky in like 20 years.
I don't, just some weird stuff was going on back on the surface. I saw a KGB team skulking about and talked my way into coming down here to help them investigate it. Then I ditched their commie ass as soon as we got down here. I don't know how I was going to get back to the surface, so I just started doing what I do, you know. I'm trying to hook these people up with some good earwig repellent.
Everyone, this here's snake oil. One of my old CIA contacts.
I'm afraid I've been out of the game a little while. See, I went and done pissed off some of the high-ups not too long after Ethel left, and, yeah, I retired.
Here's your shoes, Blake.
Oh, thank you so much. Someone got a towel? I need to get this crap off me. It's so gross and sticky and... Ugh.
I'll reach in my shirt pocket and pull out my handkerchief.
All right, so I start wiping off with this handkerchief.
He's gonna need more than that.
And I hand the handkerchief back.
Oh no, you're going to keep that. You might need it later.
Yeah, as you drop it, it disintegrates. Yeah, the driders come over and start and dump a big 5-gallon bucket of drider milk over you, Blake.
It's like I just won the Indy 500.
Did you see any sign of Billy Bob?
All I saw as soon as I hit that sledge is I looked over to where the giant Pikaculhu was, and it was King Kong Bundy saying, 5!
5! He wants the 5!
And I had to, like, wrestle him. And after I wrestled him, I found, like, I got hit again, felt just like I got smacked up against the helicopter again. And And then I washed up on the land and just walked all the way back here. Blake starts throwing up all the dried milk he drank because he drank it too fast.
Puke and toilet paper.
Yes, hello, happy Festivus.
What the hell did you send us into?
You mean, who is this? We are just about to start the airing of grievances.
Yeah, no, you need to get your ass to Valparaiso and go through a tunnel into the Underdark. We got your goddamn soul, Boris.
Who is this really? This is Joke, right? Yes?
This is Ethel.
Oh, Ethel, yes. How are things? Where are you?
In the goddamn Underdark.
No, you should not be there. What are you doing there? That is not Chile. That is somewhere else.
Yeah, no shit, it's not Chile, goddammit. We fought this priestess bitch, and then all of a sudden, I go unconscious. Next thing I know, we all wake up in the Underdark.
Well, it is very dangerous down there. I would advise you leave.
No shit, it's very dangerous. We lost Billy Bob.
If you don't find him, he won't get paid.
Grandma, remind Boris that we have his soul if he wants it.
Yeah, we got your goddamn soul. How the hell did you lose your goddamn soul, Boris?
I guess she wasn't lying. Oh, okay. Well, look, there was a lot of vodka, and I was behind in a card game, okay? You know, you take chances.
Jesus Christ, Boris. You're telling me you lost your soul in a goddamn poker game?
No, it wasn't poker. It was Go Fish. So, so bring soul and whatever, and just pack out and get the hell out of Underdog. It's very dangerous.
We got a big problem down here, Boris, like apocalyptic problem called the creeping chaos.
Oh, this is not good. Okay, this is serious. All right, continue.
I wake up in the Underdark, right? Come to find out after talking to some dwarf asshole that I don't have a soul. So now we gotta go find this goddamn priestess in the Underdark with even more gone. Next thing we know, we're fighting a goddamn Pikaculhu thing after I jumped in after the priestess and
Oh, the little Pikachu. Oh, okay.
No, not a little Pikachu. We're talking like 40-foot tall, black tentacles. Bad deal.
You're ruining a lot of things for me right now, Ethel, but continue.
When were you gonna tell me that there were goddamn space people involved?
What do you mean space people involved? There's nothing out there. It's a big void of nothing.
Yeah, bullshit, Boris. Bullshit. We got these people that say they belong to the father of the sector out here. Come to find out, that's my goddamn ex-husband.
You are full of surprises, Ethel.
Any ideas of who to talk to about stopping this creeping chaos thing? There's a whole lot of people down here gonna die if we don't.
Well, you said there are space people there. They probably have team to fix it, right? Didn't they say something about, secure, contain...
Fixing it involves, if they can't contain it, they just blow up the whole goddamn planet.
There are plenty in the multiverse, I'm sure, that we could find some place for you to live.
No, we lost Billy Bob.
Oh, don't get paid, dead.
Yeah, like all we got left of him is a goddamn T-shirt.
Make sure you bring that back.
And his soul.
Yeah, bring that too. Yes, we would need that. I mean, for proper burial and things.
Sure. Yeah, at most they got a week. We gotta find some way to contain this.
For what? Total extinction or something?
At least until it overflows this Underdark.
Who's important down there? It's just,
The more shit it absorbs, Boris, the faster it grows.
Wait, did you just say when it absorbs shit, it grows? And then, 5 minutes ago, I was talking about putting dried milk in it, and you didn't think that was a good time to chime up with that little tidbit of information?
Wait a second, you found dried milk?
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of dried. Where do you think dried is from?
If you could score some, that would be excellent. Maybe, I mean, I don't know if you could get 55-gallon drum out, but, it's more or better. And it's not pasteurized, I'm sure. It's just straight from the dried. The radio has come back on and lights up, and, there's a surge of energy, and there's a real nasty squelching noise. This is the yellow lens. You will now become a child of George. There will be no more fear. There will be no more fear.
And punches the thing repeatedly. residual rage from his previous loss of his wig kind of comes back.
The radio is destroyed.
What the hell did you do that for? Now we can't call Boris. God damn it!
I don't know what came over me. That sound just, my ears bleeding.
So Captain Anderson's like starts to scramble. He's like, we got to get the hell out of here. The Yellow Lens are pirates.
Pirates down in the Underdark?
No, they're in this sector of space. They just sort of assimilate everything.
And they're coming to Earth?
They're coming here for something. I don't know why.
This whole shit's just turned into a big-ass shit show.
Yeah, I think we should just go to a different planet.
That's sounding pretty good to me. We could start a new life as space smugglers or something.
I think it's a little more complicated than that.
No, I think we just, it's just an abandoned ship situation.
Are there wrestling companies in outer space?
There's not. You could be on the ground floor and make a lot of money that way.
I'll start the Intergalactic Wrestling Federation. I'll be the Vince McMahon of the galaxy.
Why are we talking about starting wrestling companies?
We already decided that we're out of here, man.
I don't think the bell has rung on this planet yet.
You pick up like some flashing lights here in the cavern. All sorts of colors are now flashing. And as you look over, you can see the creatures appear. They look like they're wearing like a black jumpsuit, and they have like a big yellow disc in the middle of their head. They've got like a big pack on their back with like a big tube, and they slowly begin to walk down one of the tunnels and like out of sight.
Are they heading towards the black ooze?
Yes, that's what you would guess. As you look over, you can see some of the ants and some of the driders are walking in the direction these yellow lens went. You head down towards this the tunnel, and you catch one of the foremen ants walk by with two of these tanks carrying it. And as they walk past you, they get to the point where you saw the yellow lens appear, and they stand there. And then in a flash, two of these yellow lens people materialize and arrive and take the tanks and hand them another one, and they vanish. And then the foreman grabs the two tanks that were given to him, and he starts making his way back down the tunnel.
The hell are they trying to export this ooze shit?
The foreman, the driders have made kind of like a line, and they're just taking the tanks from the yellow lens, and the yellow lens are right outside the ooze with their whatever they've got sucking up the black ooze into these tanks, and they're passing the full tanks on to the driders and the foreman, and they just walk past you.
I'm still on the either one, abandoned ship, or two, light it all on fire.
Apparently they're after this ooze because they got your people transporting it.
Yes, I'm not particularly excited about that or these flashing lights, but they are getting rid of the ooze, so...
I don't think you should resist them too hard, you know. There's probably a hell of a lot more of them.
From junk around the ship, I imagine. It's got a modified flashlights, including some organic components, particularly some of the chunks of dried milk that was poured out and expelled from Blake. Glowing lichen that I imagine is probably around in the Underdark with a bunch of wires, able to modify the frequency and flashing of the light to counteract the lights that's causing this mesmerization effect.
The lights down here stop. The ants and the driders who are carrying all this stuff, they just kind of look around like, what the hell just happened? And a couple of the yellow lens appear as they go to grab. They look around, and two of them begin to walk over in your direction.
I think it's time to evacuate your people, Foreman. Get them the hell out of there before this lights start up again.
That's good, Ethel. I will take your advice. The yellow lens who are down at the end where the ooze is, and they're sucking it into these tanks, notice this and stop and turn and look at everyone. They begin to walk over in your direction.
You can tell by the way they use their walk, they're women's men.
No time to talk.
So you see that the yellow lens come out, and they see Nova and Blake headed over to hide as they are engaged in some kind of conversation, and wisely turn away from them because they don't want to be a part of that either. And they walk over to, you have two of them standing in front of you, Ethel.
What are they doing?
They're just looking at you. You can see their lens, and it's full of some kind of liquid, and it's just swishing back and forth.
What do you want? I didn't shut the damn thing off.
Turn it back on.
I didn't shut it off, goddammit.
We are here for the ooze.
Yeah, what the hell are you doing with the goddamn ooze?
We shall take it. It'll be part of the yellow lens. Do you comply? They walk past you and start to head over where the shuttlecraft is.
Oh, would you gentlemen like to purchase some of this fine black ooze?
Do you control the ooze?
Of course I control the ooze. And what will you give me in return?
Do you wish to be compensated?
Of course.
Can you do like some kind of mind control bullshit on them or something? Get them.
I feel like they're robots or something.
I don't know
if you can mind control a robot. It's very Lost in Space-esque. Okay,
Like
I would
unwanted
just
guests.
like them to just congregate in one specific miscellaneous dark corner of the cave. Purple smoke begins to billow around her and starts to move towards the faux robot creatures. And as it sort of reaches them, it's almost like once they inhale this smoke somehow, they literally just turn around and start walking.
In mid-sentence, stop talking to you, Snake, turn, and begin walking as they hum If 6 Was 9.
Now if a 6 turned out to be 9, oh, I don't mind.
And head towards a dark corner.
They seem to have completely lost interest in the transaction I was trying to set up.
So emerging from the tunnel back where the shuttlecraft had come before are 4 individuals in dark green power armor. One of them is carrying what looks to be like a chain gun, like strapped to them. And they all kind of walk in, and one of them points, is like, "Is that Anderson?" And he's pointing at the captain. He's like, "Go ahead and arrest him. Where's the yellow lens?" They turn, the one walks over with the chain gun, and you hear it go off. And the 4 yellow lens people turn into like pieces.
I thank you for dealing with those yellow lens robot folks, but I don't know why you're trying to arrest Anderson. He's been down here.
He's violated General Order 42. Who the fuck are you guys?
I was just heading back to the ship. I really don't even know who anybody here is, to be honest.
None of you
with
are. Scan them, make sure none of them are Sindoom. And the one guy comes over, he has like some kind of tablet, and he starts scanning everybody's face.
Sindoom, that sounds like a Marvel
tablets
character.
again.
Well, if I find out any of you are Sindoom, I'll just shoot him here on the spot, and it'll save us the trouble. We are the Sisters of Karma. We're looking for fugitives. Sindoom is a once government of this sector of space. They were overthrown, but some of their more advanced scientists and engineers and upper middle management vanished, and we are looking for them.
We're here in the Underdark. We're around Driders. You know, have you tried their Drider milk? It's
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
And
they
you know,
got some here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll probably fix them up before we leave.
Why is everybody so obsessed with this Drider milk?
You don't want milk from a spider?
Anyway, so I know you're supposed to arrest the captain, but we really need him to get back topside to
We'll give
see
you-
if we can't get a handle on it.
We'll give you a handle on what?
This situation going on. The ooze, the goddamn yellow lens.
I'm
You know,
talking
us
to somebody in a
backward-
moo-moo, and you're gonna handle the situation.
This backward planet ain't done fighting yet.
No, you're not taking the shuttle. We're taking it.
Well, how the hell am I supposed to get topside then?
We're gonna give you a lift, courtesy.
Perfect. You
Of
know what?
courtesy, just a courtesy.
We really appreciate that.
They point and tell you to get into the shuttlecraft.
I'm gonna get into
Blake
the
hops in right
shuttlecraft.
away.
After all of us get in there, Essel's going to see if she can boot it up. 31, so that's a hard success.
Okay, you would need an extreme success.
Ah, damn.
You could always push the roll.
No, that's a failure.
What
Or
did
not
you do?
Failure, but that's a regular success.
As Ethel gets into the captain's chair and begins trying to fire this thing up, you feel the ship kind of be pulled off the ground, and it's moving. The power comes on and then just suddenly dies again, and then it just starts and then dies, and you're messing with this thing the whole time. As you guys are in the shuttlecraft, and you can see now daylight. 30 minutes have passed. Flip a switch, and it all lights up. The power comes on, and the ship just goes backwards. You can hear something like a horrible metal sound, like it went throughout the cargo bay, smashes out. You guys are just like tossed in the air, like rolling over. There is a loud splashing noise as you have hit water, and the shuttlecraft is now sinking.
This is why they took away her license.
I told you to just sit
Is there a life
down.
raft back here?
You find 4 life preservers.
Although spiders do use webs to float on water sometimes.
Am I buoyant?
Yeah, the webs are hydrophobic, so they repel water, making you,
Yeah, do I float?
Yes, you do. As the shuttlecraft submerges and fills with water.
Couldn't just wait for them. They were gonna take us up. They were gonna give us a ride. We could have been done with this. We could have avoided an interplanetary incident. We wouldn't be drowning in water right now in a broken
How was
ship.
I supposed to know it was in gear?
Yeah, I'll swim over there and attempt to pick the lock.
You do not shock yourself, but you manage to open the doors, and they force their way open, flooding the whole ship with water, and it starts to drop like a rock. Pull out the rebreather, Ralph, right?
Yeah.
A side emergency door pops open, and Snake just swims right out. Regular success.
That's me.
You manage to swim and get out of the door just before it begins to plummet.
Am I able to grab my bag on the way out? It's got important things in it.
Give him a luck roll.
I'm gonna push it. So that's a success.
You manage to grab your bag just
97.
I'll push it with you. That was better. I still failed 68%.
Ethel pushed and got a success with a regular success. Ethel's not leaving without Bonnie.
Bonnie, as you try to get out, your wraps get caught up in some of the pieces of inside the ship, and you get swung around, and you actually catch Blake in it, and the two of you start to get tangled, and you whack your head against the side of the ship and go unconscious. 3 damage. Ralph, you got the rebreather. You see all the samples.
I'm going to try and swim over to Bonnie and Blake, see that Bonnie is unconscious. I'm going to try to grab the 2 of them and drag them out.
You need a swim check to get there.
I rolled 100. Obviously, I'm going to push it. Rolled a 96.
Got the rebreather, and you're trying to swim, and one of your gadgets that you had in your pocket comes out and gets caught onto the ship, and you begin to get tangled in it.
Oh no, the magnets.
Blake.
I mean, I gotta try to save Bonnie, even though we're not good friends anymore.
Yep, it's a swim check.
I'm gonna push it! 4%.
So in your frustration, you manage to grab Bonnie. You swim out of the emergency hat as the wraps and stuff tear off, leaving Ethel and special agents still inside the ship.
Bonnie's out. I'll just move on out.
So yeah, you just swim out as the shuttle just.
He's a turtle. He can breathe underwater. He's
plummets.
Why is he using a breathing apparatus when he can breathe underwater?
Turtles are not all amphibious.
Fine, they can hold their breath for like 100 years. We're good.
No, they can't. Although some can breathe out of their butts.
You didn't hang around long enough to find out if he's the butt breathing turtle kind.
Oh, I'm sure we know already.
Nova, you come to the surface and take a big gasp of air, and you're treading water. All right. There must be, I'm sure the pants are contributing to your buoyancy.
Definitely the pants.
Silas, you pass. You are gasping for air, like struggling.
I couldn't care less about the team struggling.
As the water just kind of crashing over you. Ethel, you see Bonnie float up to the top, unconscious. Right behind her, here comes Blake as he comes to the surface.
The bandage around my head from my head wound definitely has a red spot because I'm still bleeding up under there.
Nice sweats. Now might be a good time to try that KGB syringe.
Ethel will fire the flare gun up in the air, and then I guess she doesn't have any other options. She's going to try that KGB syringe.
Another Festivus miracle.
Now that I think about it, how exactly does one milk a drider?
You know what? I was going to ask the question, but I just assumed everybody else knew.
I don't think we want to know.